Welcome back to Political Junkies. We have a very fun, very exciting interview for you guys today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The one and only Joseph Maldonado Passage, a.k.a. Joe Exotic, the star of the hit show Tiger King on Netflix. This was a very popular show. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's known, obviously, for being a homosexual and polygamous marriages, all of his tigers, and his hate for Carol Baskins. But now he sits in federal prison for a phony murder-for-hire charge, and we were able to talk with him.
Yep. Not only all of that, but he's running for president of the United States on the Democratic ticket. Will he be able to take on and dethrone President Joe Biden? Well, we'll find out in this interview, I suppose.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call and all future calls, press 7. You may begin speaking now.
William.
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
How are you doing, dude?
Doing well, man. I appreciate the interview. I have my friend Jesse right here next to me.
Hey, are you live or are you recording?
We're recording.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Well, this prison phone's gonna hang up on us in 15 minutes. So.
All right, sweet. Well, let's get right into it. Well, first and foremost, how's life treating you in prison?
Well, it's prison. The food is and the medical care is worse than the animals at the Oklahoma City Zoo are getting. It's a shame that taxpayers are paying this kind of money and it's being squandered away somewhere because damn sure ain't in the system.
Sure.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, Joe, I heard that you used to be a police chief in Eastville, Texas at the age of 19 years old. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Do you still support the police even after you've been set up and sent to prison?
Well, when I was 19, I went to a city council meeting to apply for a job as a police officer, and I looked 12, and they wouldn't hire me because they thought I looked too young and I couldn't handle myself on the street. So I made them an offer that I would work for 6 months for free if they just gave me a chance. And in Texas, you can be a police officer for a year before you go to the police academy. And you have to be sponsored to even get in a police academy. So you got to be hired, by a department before you can even go to the police academy. So before I even graduated the police academy, I graduated as a police chief, as the youngest chief in Texas's history.
Wow. Impressive stuff. Well,
but what that does for me now is, not all cops are bad. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them out there that are, and our federal Bureau of Investigations are the worst. And until I stop breathing, I will push for a new law, and this one law will clean up the whole system. Okay, we need to have it a mandatory minimum of 10-year prison sentence, and I don't mean no free ride for the rich and only the poor are going to get this sentence. For any politician or law enforcement officer or federal agent that takes the oath of office to uphold the Constitution and violates that.
That seems like an interesting idea, and that kind of goes.
It would stop everything. It would stop everything.
Sure.
They would stop funneling money. They would stop falsifying police reports in order to make arrests. It would clean up the system.
No, that's an interesting proposal. I haven't heard that yet, but it certainly would clean up the swamp, I would say.
Yeah, because look at Hunter Biden just got off of $1.5 million, $1.5 million tax fraud and a gun charge.
Right.
When there's 20,000-30,000 people that are poor that are in the federal system for the exact same shit.
Right. Well, and they're using all their resources to go after President Trump too. We have a question about that later, so you don't have to get into that now. I do want to ask you about your presidential campaign platform. Can you give us your 3 biggest points that you're campaigning on?
This call is from a federal prison.
My 3 main deals. Okay.
Yeah.
One, my number one is our open border policy. Okay, and our border crisis. All right. They're gonna come in here. We're never gonna stop them from coming in here. And whether they come in here legal or they come in here illegal. Okay, so let's do some something smart. Let's when we vet them and we let them in, let's give them a non-citizen tax number, just like the country police does, okay? And that will allow them to pay $50 a month while they're becoming a citizen. They have 5 years to become a citizen. So let's charge them $50 a month, and that'll allow them to work, draw a paycheck, pay taxes, pay Medicare, and be part of the country's system instead of freeloading. And people are like, well, how can you charge somebody to live in a country that's supposed to be for free? Well, your neighbor went to war and fought and gave his life for this freedom. Mm-hmm. So why can't they pay $50? So let's estimate that we have 15 million people, immigrants in this country that are waiting to become citizens. That's $750 million a month.
Sure, that's a really interesting idea, Joe. So I got another big question for you. So that bitch, Carol Baskin, of course, got Joe Biden to sign the Big Cat Public Safety Act, which bans the private ownership of big cats. Is that why you're running against Joe Biden?
But it doesn't stop the private ownership of big cats. All it does is create a monopoly for the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries and the AZA.
Oh, of course.
Carol Baskin and her friends still own big cats, and they still charge to see them. It's just they had more money to donate to Biden's campaign,
Interesting.
100%.
Interesting.
But you have to stop back and think. I can't blame this all on Biden, because President Trump's judge and President Trump's federal prosecutors that he appointed are the ones who did this to me.
So
they're the ones who started this ball rolling.
Joe, you can't see Jesse.
President Biden just signed the bill.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see Jesse right now, but he's wearing a MAGA hat. So just so you know who you're talking to. Say, real quick, talking about your presidential campaign, have you chosen who you want to be for your vice president, or do you have like an idea of who you might want to fill that role with?
You know who I've asked, and keep in mind, I really have nothing against President Trump, but I like calling people out that have a big mouth.
Oh, of course.
And in the January 6th hearings, Liz Cheney said that she would do anything to keep President Trump out of the Oval Office. So I put it out there in the New York Post and on Fox News yesterday that I would ask Liz Cheney to be my vice president.
No way.
And now it's her time to step up or shut up.
Wow.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. What other way to make a politician shut the hell up rather than call him out?
I love that. That's some great thinking. You want to take the next
Sure.
one?
Yeah. So, Joe, I guess that you want to be America's second gay president following Barack Obama. So, if you win, I'm curious, how many husbands are you going to have in office, Joe? How many husbands will there be?
I'm gonna stay. You know what? I've kind of changed a little bit. I've grown out of that. Got to have two husbands at one time. So I'm gonna just stick to one husband, and I'm looking really forward to making it out of here one day and getting married and having a stepson and just being a family for a change.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
All right. Well, I got another question for you. You ran for president in 2016, and then for governor of Oklahoma in 2018. You didn't run in 2020, right?
I did not run in 2020.
Okay. But you ran both those times under the Libertarian Party ticket. Why are you switching to the...
I ran in 2016 as an independent. And that's
oh, my
where
bad.
That's where I learned that this whole system is corrupt and built on a two-party system because an independent doesn't have access to the ballot. They make it impossible to get on a ballot as an independent. So when I ran in Oklahoma, I ran as a Libertarian because they have easier access to the ballot. But they're even more crooked than the Democrats and Republicans because I was pushing the polls really hard in Oklahoma, and in my county that I lived in, I got 70% of the vote. So what the Libertarian Party done was they went and voted and made it against the law in 2018 for independents to vote for Libertarians. So I got squished out of all of the independents voting for me. Is why I lost that one. So now I've smartened up a little bit, and I can run.
This call is from a federal prison.
That's why I'm running as a Democrat now, okay? And it's not because I'm just a hardcore Democrat. I believe in what some of the libertarians believe in. I believe you have the right to an abortion. I believe you have the right to carry a gun. It's just, some of the people in each party are just way too out there. The libertarians think that you should be able to carry an Uzi and a fucking hand grenade. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, Joe, right now, you're in 4th place right now for the presidential election in the Democratic primary. You're behind Marianne Williamson, RFK Jr., and Joe Biden. Are you willing today to challenge them to a debate?
Hey, I would debate them tomorrow.
Awesome.
But look, you say that I'm in 4th place right now.
Sure.
Okay, tonight on Fox News at 7:20 Central Time, I am live with Trump's old press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany.
Oh, yeah? We'll be watching.
So let's see if I'm still in 4th place after tonight when the world hears me live. Because right now they push me out of the polls. Not one person will, Fox or CNN, nobody will recognize that I'm actually a legitimate candidate. Not to mention that I'm doing this the 3rd time in American history from prison.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see after the entire United States sees Fox News tonight and listens to me and Kayleigh actually talk about the real issues. And let's see if Joe doesn't climb up these polls a little stronger.
Well, that's awesome. Now I expected to shoot right up. I do have another question for you, though. What if somebody asked you to be their running mate? Who would you say yes to?
You know what? I would drop out of the race and be President Trump's vice president in a heartbeat.
I'd love that.
I would love to see that, too. That'd be awesome. He would have to pardon you for that to happen, though.
Well, he could, but what's crazy is out of all the stuff that he took from the White House, I'm surprised he wasn't smart enough to take a bunch of pocket pardons, because a president is allowed to have pocket pardons after he is out of office, and he can act those pocket pardons at any moment. I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked that he didn't have those.
Huh.
Yeah,
I am too.
But he could name me as a vice president running mate while I'm still in here before he wins the election. And even after, if he didn't do that, even afterwards, I would like to be in his cabinet, because I would die to be the secretary of the USDA.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Or the director of the Federal Fish and Wildlife, because I'd clean this shit up in a heartbeat.
Oh,
there
yeah.
You go.
Well, Joe, we appreciate your time, and, I think you've got my total and complete endorsement and support for the Democratic primary. I'm rooting for you, and so I want to know, where can people learn more about you? How can people support you?
I have an amazing website. That's joeexotic2024.com. And, it takes money to do this because most ballots cost $1,000 to $2,000 to get on each ballot. And I have to raise $100,000 in order to make them have to put me on all the ballots. So once I raise $100,000, I'm secured on all the ballots. So just get on 2024.com, get a T-shirt, bumper sticker, whatever. It all helps. I don't expect you just to hand me free money. Get a T-shirt in exchange for your donation. And, if nothing else, wear it around Walmart or anywhere in town and at least create a conversation.
Awesome stuff. Hey, Joe, I really appreciate you taking the time, man.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I appreciate you giving me a voice.
Absolutely. You have a good one.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
That was awesome. That was awesome. We just talked to Joe Exotic. Leading contender for the presidential election. Let's go.
Your complete and total endorsement. Huh?
Sure, for the Democrat primary. Why not? That was awesome. Well, there you guys have it. That was our interview with Joe Exotic, the one and only, the man who wants to make America exotic again. So, running in the Democratic primary, we'll see how he ends up doing on Fox News tonight. I'm excited for that. So, William, what'd you think? Pretty entertaining guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect that. It's interesting to know that he has the complete and total endorsement from MAGA Jesse, though. That
for
should
the
shoot him
Democratic
up in
primary.
Democrats really pay attention to what you have
Oh,
to say.
absolutely.
So I think that could give him a boost.
I've got some serious sway with Democrats, but no, I'll tell you what, that was a lot of fun. I'm excited that we were able to do this from prison right to our studio here in Roseville, Minnesota. So it was great to be able to talk with Joe Exotic. Let us know who you want us to talk to next. Feel free to leave a comment. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on Rumble.
Yes.
The only free speech platform left in our country. So feel free to go on there, follow for more.